Welcome to our channel. Have you ever wondered how your eyes work, allowing you to see the world around you? Well, today we're going to dive into the fascinating science behind the human eye. Imagine a world-class camera that can adjust to different light conditions, focus on objects near and far, and capture every detail with precision. That's your eye, a marvel of biological engineering. Working in harmony with your brain, your eyes allow you to navigate, recognize faces, enjoy a good book, and witness the breathtaking beauty of a sunset. They are your windows to the world, gathering visual information that your brain translates into images. It's a complex process happening so fast you don't even notice it. Our eyes are incredible organs, responsible for capturing and processing visual information at lightning speed. Now, we will break down the process step by step. First, light enters through the cornea, the clear outer layer of the eye. This layer is not just a protective shield, but also a powerful light-bending tool. Acting like a window, it allows the light to enter and starts the process of bending or refracting that light to create an image. It's the eye's first line of defense, and it's also the first step in this incredible journey of light. After the cornea, the light then hits the pupil. You can think of the pupil as the gatekeeper of the eye. It's a hole located in the center of the iris, the colored part of the eye. The size of this hole adjusts in response to the amount of light that's hitting it, expanding in low light conditions to let more light in, and shrinking in bright light to reduce the amount entering the eye. It's one of the eye's clever ways of controlling the light's journey. Next, the light encounters the lens. This is where the magic really happens. The lens is a clear structure located behind the iris and pupil, and it has one very important job: to focus the light onto the retina. It does this by changing shape, a process called accommodation. When you look at something close up, the lens gets thicker to bend the light rays more. And when you look at something far away, the lens becomes thinner, bending the light rays less. The lens, in essence, fine-tunes the path of the light. By the time the light has passed through the lens, it has been bent and focused into a clear image. It's almost ready to be transformed into the visual world we know and love. The lens further focuses the light onto the retina at the back of the eye. And that's where our journey of light ends and another one begins. But that's a story for our next scene. The retina contains millions of specialized cells called photoreceptors, which convert light into electrical signals that can be interpreted by the brain. Now let's dive a little deeper into this process. Imagine being at a concert. The stage lights flash, the band starts playing, and you're immersed in a symphony of light and sound. Your eyes, specifically your retinas, are the audience at this concert, absorbing every light show, every movement. But instead of clapping or cheering, they send signals to the brain, painting a picture of the performance. So how do these photoreceptors work exactly? The answer lies in a fascinating process that happens at a microscopic level. When light hits these photoreceptors, it triggers a chemical reaction. This reaction creates an electrical signal, a sort of message, if you will. This message contains all the information about the light that just hit the photoreceptor: its intensity, its color, its direction. Now, there are two main types of photoreceptors in your retina: rods and cones. Yes, they're named after their shapes, and no, it's not just because scientists love a good bit of wordplay. These names actually reflect their different roles in vision. Rods are like the night owls of your eyes. They're extremely sensitive to light, and they allow us to see in low light conditions. They're the reason you can make out shapes and movements in a dimly lit room or under the glow of the moon. On the other hand, cones are the daytime workers. They're less sensitive to light than rods, but they're responsible for our ability to see colors and fine detail. They're the reason you can appreciate the vibrant hues of a blooming flower or read the fine print in your favorite book. In essence, rods and cones work together to give us a complete visual experience. Rods are responsible for vision in low light conditions, while cones are responsible for color vision and detail in brighter light. So the next time you're enjoying a beautiful view, remember, it's all thanks to these tiny, tireless workers in your eyes. Once the light is converted into electrical signals, they travel along the optic nerve to the brain for processing. Let's take a closer look at this fascinating journey. The optic nerve is like a superhighway, carrying millions of electrical signals from the eyes to the brain every second. These signals are the language of vision, a code of light and color, shape and motion. They begin their journey in the photoreceptors, the rods and cones we mentioned earlier, where light is converted into electrical impulses. But how do these signals get to the brain? They're carried by specialized cells called ganglion cells. Each ganglion cell is connected to many photoreceptors and collects the signals they produce. These cells then send the signals on their way along the optic nerve. Now, imagine the optic nerve as an intricate web of pathways, all leading to the brain. At the end of these pathways, the signals reach the brain's visual cortex, the part of the brain responsible for processing visual information. Here, the signals are interpreted and transformed into the images we see, but the brain doesn't just passively receive these signals. It actively interprets them, filling in gaps and making sense of the visual world. It can determine distance, identify objects, and even anticipate movement. It's a bit like a supercomputer, analyzing and interpreting data at an astonishing speed. And all of this happens in real time. The moment light hits your retina, the process begins. In the blink of an eye, light becomes electrical signals, travels along the optic nerve, and is interpreted by the brain. It's an instant, seamless process, so smooth and efficient that we're not even aware it's happening. What's truly amazing is that this process is happening right now as you're listening to this. Every color, every shape, every movement you see is a result of this complex journey from eye to brain. Finally, the brain interprets these signals, allowing us to perceive the world around us. It's an incredibly complex process that happens in a fraction of a second. So next time you take a glance at something, remember the extraordinary journey that sight takes from your eye to your brain. So, the next time you marvel at the beauty of a sunset or enjoy your favorite movie, remember to thank your amazing eyes for allowing you to see it all. Isn't it astonishing how much we take for granted this intricate system that works ceaselessly to give us the gift of vision? Let's take a moment to recap this extraordinary journey of light. It begins as it enters our eyes, passing through the cornea, akin to a windshield, focusing this light. It then proceeds to the pupil, our eye's aperture, adjusting its size to control the amount of light that enters. Following this, the light travels through the lens, which fine-tunes this focus onto the retina. The retina, a marvel in itself, is a biological canvas of photoreceptors that transform light into electrical signals. These photoreceptors, rods and cones, work in tandem, with rods enabling us to see in lower light conditions and cones granting us the ability to perceive color and detail in brighter light. Once converted into electrical signals, these are then relayed to the brain via the optic nerve. And in the blink of an eye, pun intended, our brain deciphers these signals, painting a picture of the world around us, allowing us to navigate and appreciate our surroundings. The beauty of a blooming flower, the majesty of a towering mountain, the warmth of a loved one's smile, all these wonders are available to us thanks to our extraordinary eyes. So let's take a moment to appreciate this incredible gift of sight, a testament to the wonders of human biology. And with that, we conclude our deep dive into the workings of the human eye. We hope this journey has given you a newfound appreciation for the magic of vision and the intricate systems at work that allow us to perceive the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the wonders of science. Until next time, keep exploring.